Alright, welcome back to the channel. If you're wondering why I'm wearing these inside, it's not because I'm a D-bag, I just have eye problems right now, But for this video, I know I usually do, my dad takes fast food restaurants and turns them gourmet, but I'm actually having him make his own recipe, own ingredients, gourmet fried chicken sandwich. I think is my favorite fast food item, so it's a bit like instructional. You could definitely make this yourself. You just follow along with the video. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm back in Toronto now, so I'm just finishing my quarantining now, and by the next video I'll be done. But if you ever make this, tag me in the photos, because this fried chicken sandwich recipe is definitely bomb. So we're gonna roll to the video.
Hey guys, I'm Susuli. Jet had this idea, want me to do a fried chicken sandwich. I said, well, what do you want? Southern fried chicken, Chinese style fried chicken? So I said, okay, I'm doing a little bit of fusion with that, obviously. You know, that's what I'm good at. You know that, son, right? You know what I'm talking about. Gyeongyong is, basically ginger and green onion pesto with grapeseed oil. You can buy it actually. Gyeongyong is, you can just chop up ginger, half and half ginger, half green onion, mix together, a little bit salt, a little bit grapeseed oil, even canola oil. And then I have some sambal, of course buttermilk to marinate. So those are the three ingredients. We're gonna marinate it one day.
This is the day before.
The day before, and then we can have that really tasty chicken. So I'm doing chicken breast today because I think chicken breast is nice and tender, and also it's nice and they absorb the taste quite nicely.
If you were making this yourself, you just buy the breast?
You just buy breast in the supermarket. It's very available. I just take all the meat out. So I'm using, actually, this one is really good chicken. You know, we went to the market this morning, so we just got it, you know, from the market. It's organic bird. So I'm gonna do actually the whole breast. And then of course I'm gonna use it for my stock. So I'm gonna, you know, trim all the fat. I do wanted to take this apart. Filet, I would like to use it separately. I think it's like a little finger. I'm just gonna score this chicken a little bit. Not so much, you know, just a little bit.
Why?
You know why? Because it's absorbed the taste. Now, very simple. Get a bag, throw the chicken breast in, throw the filet in, you know, get yourself a spoon. Let's say this is about a pound of chicken breast. Use about 1, 2 of the sambal, and then 2 tablespoons basically of a green onion. If you cannot use the ginger pesto, just use 2 tablespoons of green onion and 1 tablespoon of ginger. Buttermilk, just splash it in.
Why buttermilk?
Well, buttermilk has that, you know, a little bit of acidity and also the reaction or tenderizing. So mush it. This is a really great recipe. You can use it even with pork. You can also do that with shrimp. You can also do that, and even with tofu. Second step is the slaw. The next day now has been marinated for almost like, you know, 24 hours. You know, the chicken is nice and buttery and also creamy. All the seasoning is well blended. While we are doing that, I gotta show you guys how to make the American style slaw. So we had cabbage. Basically, this is, you can store bought, you can get a bag, you know, everything mixed in. What I did is I also bought a little bit of broccoli slaw. So I do like some of the taste from a broccoli because it's actually from a stem from a broccoli. And what I top it up, I'm going to use apple, red grapes, seedless, and also onions, lemon juice, mayonnaise, black pepper, sugar, Dijon mustard. I add a little wasabi. I like that little kick of horseradish taste. Salt and vinegar, buttermilk. So make it very, very creamy. So I'm going to put 2 handfuls, 1 handful of the cabbage one, 1 1/2. Slaw, you can actually keep it, you know, up to a week if you put it in very cold fridge. I do like to have a little bit of sweetness, and I do add a little bit of carrots. You know, grate some carrots in. So there are many different ways to grate. If I grate it like that, it comes very short. A little longer one, you just hold on to this and just grate it out, like a long shredded one. After I grated the carrot, and I take the slaw, the mixture of slaw, I'm gonna chop it up a little bit. Yeah, I gotta cut it up just a little bit. I have vinegar, sugar, salt, pinch, black pepper, 1 teaspoon, mustard, Dijon. So I mix it with the Dijon, wasabi, mayonnaise. I'll increase the size a little more. And we're gonna grate some onions, quarter of an onion. So you add it in. We just even grate just a little bit more. I choose, you know, white onions. Red onion is fine too. So grate onions. Now I'm going to use some grapes. I would say I'm going to put a handful. This is a technique to cutting grapes. You This is something I have learned from a YouTube video. So you press it down with your hands, and you get a long knife. You just start slicing and making sure your knife is nice and sharp. Voila. So all in half.
You actually learned that on YouTube?
Yeah, you see, there's so much to learn on YouTube these days. Now apple, I like to use my hand to cut it because I like the texture, almost like a half apples inside. Half. Now mix everything. Now they start forming together. So you have the sweetness, you have the saltiness, you have the creaminess. I also forgot. 1, 2, 3. I would say about 5 big tablespoons of buttermilk.
What's buttermilk?
Well, buttermilk essentially is traditionally when they make butter, you know, butter is fat. So after they make butter, keep rolling the butter and then the water comes out and that's buttermilk. But nowadays, you know, people actually make buttermilk in a factory. It's like what do you call that? Yield? No,
yeast?
No, not yeast.
Fermentation?
No, there's a
enzyme?
No.
Lard?
Not lard. Wade, that's a word, wade. Essentially, this is almost like the buttermilk is like the butter of Wade. I feel that I need a little bit more vinegar and also I need a little more salt. I do need to add a little lemon juice. I think it tastes nice. But I like to increase a little more grapes. Boom. Now, this slaw, mind you, they need to sit for an hour because it absorbs the taste and also the vinegar and also the salt, the sugar. That's the slaw. It's a very classical slaw. I do a little twist with wasabi, apples, and also a little bit of grapes. So when we come back after an hour, we're gonna show you. Well, we just put the close-all, let it rest for an hour. Now we're gonna make the golden sand. So golden sand is a symbolic of gold. Gold, it means money. It's a very good fortune dust that I'm making. So we will be applying on top of the fried chicken. It would be so tasty. Now, what I have here, I have chipotle, fennel seeds, sesame seed, 5 spices, and cayenne pepper. Blender, crackers, so you break all the crackers in. I put about maybe 8 pieces.
You can also use just like saltine crackers, right?
Yeah, you can. So, and then seaweed, about 3 pieces. Break into small pieces, not double, just a little bit and a half. Everything goes in. Teaspoon sugar. And also I have a little red-eye chili, half of it. Doesn't look so golden. What it needs, I increase a little bit of cayenne.
Adding more cayenne and paprika because it wasn't spicy enough. You always make adjustments, huh? You never really follow
Well, you
recipes?
know, I do have a recipe of a big batch.
Not for a small one.
Yeah, just because you guys small potatoes, so I thought. Golden sand. Why I call it golden sand is touched by the golden hands. You know, when you see this,
It smells so strong.
done by the golden hands. Oh, son of a bitch.
Golden hands. Right after you said it.
I need a coffee. I feel like I'm getting stupid. Finish the golden sand. Next, we're gonna fry the chicken. We have the slaw. We have the golden sand. It's marinade. Now I got some buttermilk, some regular flour, canola oil. First, flour once, flour twice. Then you go to the buttermilk again. That is the trick. So what you do, you just go like this. You know, the hands squeeze, so you create lumps, they call it. You dropped in.
How hot is the oil?
I would say 350.
How long do you fry for, would you say?
I would say, 4 minutes, 3 minutes. I feel this flour, you need a little bit, sprinkle a little water. My friend May, she have a fried chicken.
Maybe it's supposed to be a secret. Should I put it in still?
No, it's no secret anymore.
it's not?
Sorry, May. Has been exposed.
So what did the bit of water do?
Well, the little bit of like the flour had more lumps. Lots of flour. Gonna squeeze it in. Now it goes down. The other side.
I think frying things for amateurs is kind of scary. Like I would be scared to fry.
Yeah, but you know, if you have a what they call like a deep fry machine, the one that you could buy in the store, I think they're quite good. Frying at home, I do recommend something that have to pay attention, definitely. Now I lower down the oil. Now the oil is actually slowly but surely cooking inside the breast of the chicken. Always making sure your oil in the beginning not overly too hot, so it got too burned. You don't get a chance to cook the bird inside. You see I have a screen here so the air could actually breathe through. See, this is a good frying timing. You see the bubble, not overly bubbling hard, but slowly but surely keeping everything very consistent, the heat. Let it sit.
Do you not season the chicken before you?
A very good point. I forgot.
Really?
Yeah, I forgot to put the salt actually. But you know what? The golden sand and then we're gonna put the salt on top. Because you see, I don't put any salt for the marinade because of, you know, the sambal have a little bit of salt. Otherwise the bird would be too dry.
Cap.
Way to talk your way out of that one.
Well, it's not talking, that's the truth.
So what should we say?
So
yeah.
Well,
Make
so
sure
while I was dreading while I was dreading the buttermilk, I actually put a little salt. You guys didn't see it. So anyhow, little salt.
Nice.
When they come out, my golden sand goes down. One of the secrets. So, you know, buns, I really love trying to find, you know, the biggest brioche. Be a little bit sweet, you know, I think it'd be quite nice. In the oven, you know, warm it up. Brioche have butter. They use butter to make the brioche, so it's softening it up.
How long do you think?
I would say about, you know, 2 minutes. Take it out. Woo. Now we're gonna make the sauce with the mayonnaise. I would say 1 tablespoon, dash of sesame oil. I would say half a teaspoon of sambal, teaspoon and a half.
You buy this at any Asian grocery store?
Oh yeah, you can even order online from at Amazon. Sauce down. Just smear it out.
Chicken down.
Chicken down. A little bit of slaw right on the top. I mean, the slaw you can always eat on the side, making sure that you can eat, you know, like a sandwich plate, right? Sure, go into see the grapes. The sauce.
I think this way looks the best. All right, so we're gonna try the sandwich. This is the final product, golden sand. How would you describe this dish if you were presenting it to a customer?
Well, it's just southern fried chicken with Chinese golden sand.
Grape coleslaw.
Grape coleslaw. And sambal chili mayo.
First bite, ready?
Salt.
It's really good. If you're making the recipe, the golden sand is the most important thing, I think. 'Cause that's really the seasoning of the chicken.
Oh yeah, you can hear the crunch.
The grapes and the coleslaw make it complete too.
I like the marinade because it's still juicy. I think,
Make sure you focus on that golden sand. Maybe it could be a bit spicier.
yeah. I mean, you can.
But I give
always-
this 9 out of 10.
You give me 9. I didn't even ask, but you gave me a rating. I think, you know, the slaw does need a little bit more horseradish. 8 out of 10 because I feel that something is missing, like the chili, the spicier chili, the kick. But overall, I'm quite happy with it.
If you ever want to make this, make sure you tag me in the photos if you make it. And it's to my dad as well on Instagram. His Instagram's here, my Instagram here.
I will be the
Do you want
judge.
to try and do the outro?
If you like what you see today, please subscribe.
Hit the like button.
Oh, hit the like button. Oh, subscribe, isn't it the same thing? No. Okay, hit the like button and also subscribe. See you next Sunday.